terminal, and I was glad to see the intense security for a major event like this, and they were right on top of it.
Well, this is a huge event, and that's what has, if you think you folks that are watching around the world are pumped for Dave and I to be here right at ringside where you can get the spray of the perspiration of the fighters on you. Right. Oh, it's so close, it's that exciting.
We got to back him up.
And it's going to be a whole lot more exciting in about an hour from now when you see Lennox Lewis and Mike Tyson come in.
You got to come outside. You got to come outside that right foot. And you got bang.
Good Casamayor action in the last round after Arias comes to him, and there's a head to the jaw of Casamayor, and he was able to step back, find some angles, and land a nice straight left hand getting through there, and he got his jab going too.
All right, I gave Casamayor 1 and 3. Possibly some judges could give Arias the second round. I don't know. Casamayor, the busier of the two fighters. Here we go. Round number 4 again, scheduled for 10. We're in Memphis, Tennessee. Bob Sheridan along with Dave Bontempo. And look at the punches there. There's the power of Casamayor with that uppercut. He can throw the straight right hand. He can certainly throw the straight left hand with tremendous power. And then you see those uppercuts. Meanwhile, Arias is throwing shoe-shine punches. There he got through with a straight right hand and really pounded the body hard, but it takes no effect on the chiseled body of Yoel Casamayor.
We see Arias come out in the beginning of some rounds, very fresh after that minute off, come out with the right hand lead, score pretty well, go to the body pretty well. The question will be, as the round progresses, will he be able to keep it up, or will Casamayor make the adjustment and show some angles on him and move?
Well, I'll tell you this, Arias is fighting as hard as he can, and I still feel that Casamayor is hurting him with the heavier blows when you see the guy get pushed straight back like that. Look how hard Arias is working, and it's got to be frustrating, David, when you are throwing and working as hard as you can and just nothing takes effect.
That's why speed is such an intangible benefit in this game. You can have all the heart, power, and intensity in the world, but if the guy is able to move his feet and not be there, as Casamayor can do all the time, it seems, then it negates a lot of those strengths.
And while we see a lot of punches being thrown by both guys, the ones that are landing are off the hands of Casamayor, both to the body and upstairs. The face is getting to be, well, it's getting welted all up right now of Arias. He's taking a lot of punishment both to the body, as I said, and certainly it's noticeable in the face. He loads up front, and he's hit to the body, and he bangs up against the rope. Here's a standing 8 count. He'll take it up to 8. He'll be all right, but he got banged, and he would have gone down had the ropes not been there, so he called it a knockdown.
And standing 8 count counts as a knockdown, makes it just about an automatic 10-8 round, and Arias has other issues with Casamayor, just staying in the fight.
Well, he's hurt right now, and he hurt him to the body. It must have been a liver shot or something, the way he reacted, because Casamayor just teeing up. As I say that, Arias tries to fight back gamely, but his hands aren't there. We got 51 seconds to go, and Casamayor just teeing off on body shots. He thinks he can knock him out with a body shot.
Well, there were a couple uppercuts which set this up just before the body shot onslaught, and Casamayor is focused. That's what veterans do. They find one opening, and they just go to it until you take it away.
33 seconds to go, and Casamayor trying to finish this in short form here in the 4th round. Arias hanging in there gamely. He seems like he's recovered right now, but he's very sloppy, kind of loose in the knees. Big left hook bangs him. That's actually a left cross for the southpaw, but nonetheless, it's a crushing left hand, and it hurt Arias. Arias with his back up against the ropes, his hands are down, and Casamayor realizes that he can hit him. We're in the closing seconds now of the 4th round of this scheduled 10-round affair. And now we've called timeout. And let's see what this is all about.
I'm telling you right now, quit the yapping at me. Quit the yapping, you're out of here. You're out of here.
Okay. And do you see what's going on here? Bill Clancy's in charge, and he tells the corner of Arias, stop yapping at him, or you're out of here. That means disqualification. So they can't, you know, you can't coach from the corner. And if you're screaming at the referee constantly, you distract him, and Bill's not going to have it.
Sort of like taking a point away from the corner, but no point comes off.
But a point does come off there, as you know, that standing 8 count counts as a knockdown. So we got us a 10-8 round for Casamayor.
You're doing your job. I won't have to say anything. It's not a foul.
She's not pulling him down.
Bullshit.
All right, well, and the referee is going to evidently give Casamayor the favorite treatment, okay? If he's going to fight you dirty, you're going to have to give it back to him.
That's interesting, David. If you're going to fight him dirty, he's not fighting dirty. They're both, you know, with the movement of hitting, you know, borderline shots, but it's not dirty fighting.
Corner's trying to work their fighter a little bit and pump his confidence up, and with good reason after moments like this, as Casamayor really drilling tremendous body shots here on Arias. That's tremendous power shots. Very painful on the receiving end as he gets nailed. The uppercuts had set up some of this, and he just got caught in the standing 8 count right after that.
All right, here we go, round number 5, and let's see if Arias does what his corner wants. They want him to turn this into a Pier 6 brawl. I wouldn't suggest it. Casamayor is too slick for that. He's been around the block too many times. I mean, this guy had over 200 amateur fights fighting for Cuba, and Arias doing the best he can to keep it clean, keeping his hands high, and it's a clean fight. Casamayor kind of surprised and a little off balance that time. It wasn't a punch. He was just off balance and in an awkward position, but it didn't look good for him.
We're going to find out pretty soon how much is left in the tank of Arias, because he was drilled with repeated body shots in the last round. And as other rounds, he's come out here pretty fresh. Let's see if he can continue it over the course of the entire round.
And you know, he hasn't done that since the second round of the fight. We're in round number 5. He had a good second round, and Dave, he was able to sustain it for most of the second round, which he wasn't able to do in the third round for sure. And then in the fourth round with the stand, a big shot to the body. And now again, it's Casamayor who has turned the assault around to his own offensive assault. As you know, you see Arias working hard, but nothing real effective. He banged him to the side of the head that time. This kid's working extremely hard, but again, I talk about the frustration factor because it's taking no effect on Casamayor.
And then when you look at the fight within the fight, this is Arias' big gamble. He's come out here and tried to put it all together. If he does his best work here and doesn't come back to the corner and feel like he won the round, he could be very discouraged for later on in this fight. So this is a key psychological moment for Arias to continue in this fight.
And let's watch these borderline low blows that the corner of Arias is complaining about, because, again, I know Bill Clancy, and he's not giving any favorite status to Casamayor, I'll guarantee you. But Casamayor knows what's legal and what's not legal. And again, I mentioned Chavez on several occasions tonight. There's a guy that made a career of borderline low blows. But, you know, look at this. See, these shots are borderline, but they are legal shots.
And remember the golden rule. If you throw the shot, it's a borderline shot. It's clean. If you receive it, it was low.
That's it. Round number 5 continues with about 49 seconds to go here from the Pyramid in Memphis, Tennessee. Bob Sheridan, Dave Bontempo bringing you the action around the world as Casamayor tries to work on Juan Arias. Casamayor, the former WBA 130-pound champ of the world. And this kid Arias, a tough cookie, but he's running into a lot of problems here with Yoel Casamayor, who's shown superior hand speed so far, superior ring generalship, and superior power so far.
And often that's enough to outdo superior heart, which is what Arias has brought to the table, and he continues to try on Casamayor here. Good right hand got in.
Well, Arias is having a pretty good round in the fact that he came back and then trying to sustain it. He started out very fast, but then it shifted around back to Casamayor. And then in the last 30 seconds of the round, Arias had another pretty good few seconds. So that's the best round since the second round for Arias. But I don't know if it's enough for him to win the round.
I don't know. Find out in a second. Well, there you go. It's got to be 6. 6. With 6. All right. Okay. Okay, now. No, no ponga tu mano abajo. Ya. Mira, no solamente izquierda, ¿ok? Tú tienes upers, ganchos.
Well, as the sun has set on the Mississippi.
Gets hit low.
Accidental, he pulled him down, he went low. It's my time.
Okay, and you see what he's saying?
Yep. Pulled him down and went low.
And that's what he's telling the corner. Listen, if you pull him down, if you pull a person's head forward while he's in the process of throwing a punch, it's going to be low. That's not an illegal punch. I mean, a low blow's an illegal punch, but if you cause him to hit him low, then it's not illegal, and that's what Bill Clancy's saying.
Pull him down, he's going to hit you low. Don't pull him down.
And Clancy, therefore, is not even talking to Casamayor. He is giving Arias a chance to recover.
Important thing here, though, he doesn't have to give him 5 minutes now, which it would be if it was definitely a low blow. It's up to 5 minutes. Now it's totally referee's discretion. And let's take another look at it and watch. As he said, he held him and then hit him low. That shot goes down there.
There it is.
Shot's low, but it may have gotten in before the hand got to the head, so I think it really was a low blow as we get the benefit of the replay, which the referee doesn't have.
But you see what happened, as we all saw, that there was a borderline low blow the first time, and that's what made Arias hang on. And the second punch was already on its way, and he got away with it because of the fact. And now he does tell Yoel does Bill Clancy to, keep him up, and he bows courteously, and he comes right with a body shot again. Look at the shots now on Casamayor. As Arias tries to make a fight out of this thing, Casamayor shows his hand speed again. This is round 6 action. Time has just been called back in after that low blow, and it's fast and furious right now.
It's always interesting to see what happens after that kind of a break, because it's like they had a round separation and they're coming out fresh to start the next round.
Now there's a low blow, and I think he's going to take a point away this time.
Formal warning. Formal warning.
Just a warning.
First formal warning, Joe. First formal warning. Keep your punches up. You okay?
Well, he's going by the book. He did make the signal, but that's first formal warning. Often they'll give you 2 before they take a point.
Time in. Box. Keep your punches up.
Okay, well, he said that's the first formal warning, and that was definitely a low blow. No question about it. Here we go as round 6 continues. And it's a little frustrating to the fighters to have the referee continually stopping action, but you got to keep this under control because both guys have thrown borderline shots. You see this? Arias trying to work right behind those elbows. The problem is that the Cuban is able to keep his elbows down and he can't get to the body, so it's frustrating for Arias.
Although he's got a nice little streak going here as he had Casamayor up against the ropes. He gets some moments. Now, the point you're making about the stopping and the starting, some fighters do like that. If they are tired, they're very happy for the referee to intervene.
But this guy Casamayor can go 50 rounds if he has to. He's a cut off the fighters of times gone by as the bell ends round number 6. Kind of difficult to score because it was a herky-jerky round.
Yeah, you might call it 3 different sets of 4-3 or something like that. Several different rounds unfolded.
Water and spit bucket. What are you learning, Hoven? Huh? I understand. What are you learning? What did we already learn? It's going to be a dirty fight. You've got to give it back to him. He's letting him get away with the headbutts. He's letting him get away with the low blows, okay? That little warning there, he's not going to take points away. It's going to cost. Jesus Christ. You're beautiful, ref. Listen, I know you don't.
You hear the frustration of Gary Sullinger.